back here on Frank's 59. It's actually Frank's dad's 59 Ford Galaxie Fairlane Galaxie, whatever you want to call it. We were over here a bit ago. Obviously needed a battery. That was part of the problem. Missing the lid for power steering. We need to change the fuel pump and pop in a freshly redone starter. So, busy. First order of business, we's gonna handle that there battery. All right, we got our lid on. That wasn't too hard to find, you know, and it was actually cheaper to get that repop one than finding an old used one that was all crusty. So that's done. We're gonna do the battery here next. Go under there, do the starter, and deal with all of our shenanigans down there. And then we will tackle our fuel pump. All right, new battery's sitting where it needs to be. Gonna get down here and handle our starter. I love the oil dipstick. Gonna want to address that, Frank. Like, what in the hell you got going on here, buddy? Oh, shit. If I knew that was like that, I could have took it and welded that up. Ugh. We'll talk about that one. Easy. And there is our freshly redone starter. So our next order of business will be popping this baby in. All right. So the starter's in. You can barely see it because, well, it's a battle to get it. There it is. Yeah, it's in. We had the bracket and all this for the control valve, the ram, steering ram. Had to undo all of that, if you remember when we pulled it. So it makes putting the starter in easy, but then you have to put all this back together. Now this thing is a leaky mess down here, as you can see. And I mean, it would be nice to get it redone at some point, but that's totally up to you guys. But I mean, everything on this car is coated in ugh. So starter's in, control steering ram back in, bracket back in. That's all set. Next mission is going to be changing that fuel pump. All right, gonna give the old starter a try. Wow, that thing cranks now. All right, we're gonna check our fuel delivery situation. All right, so I gave it a shot with starting fluid, trying to get it to just even prime. That verifies that our old pump here is dead. So we're gonna begin pulling out all the vacuum stuff too, because this does have wipers that have been converted to electric. So we will be removing the vacuum nonsense here. We'll be tapping this off here, this one. Pull that other line out. Because the pump we ordered does not have the vacuum pump portion, because we don't need it. Alright, getting ready to remove our fuel pump. First thing I did was I took our bowl off. That's yucky. Just makes it easier to get in here. I gotta undo this fitting here, undo this hose. There's a fitting in here I gotta take out. And then I gotta remove the pump itself. There's our old pump, out, done, situated. Here's our fittings. I will clean these up, put these on our new pump. Alright, so here's a side-by-side of mechanical fuel pump that has the built-in vacuum pump. And here's one without. Everything else is essentially the same. It's pretty much the exact same pump otherwise. We don't need this stuff because this thing's got electric wipers now, so there's no sense in messing with all this stuff. It's just extra things, cause an extra vacuum leak. This one side does go to the engine, so more things to go wrong that we no longer need. So we're gonna go put this baby in and hopefully be celebrating here soon enough. She's all mounted up. Damn, that looks good in there too. Pretty, 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 pretty. Pumps in. Vacuum source has been capped. Ooh, there it is. All right, now we're gonna crank this baby and try to get fuel up here to the actual carb. So after just a couple seconds of cranking, we can now see fuel at the bowl. Ha-ha! Whoa! We got sticky flow. Oop, needle in the seat. We're not happy. She fired up and flooded over. So I'm gonna undo this, clean the needle and seat out in there, and see what we got. But we have fuel up here. All right, progress. All right, got her up and running. Just gave a little tappa here, unstuck the float, because it's been sitting for a while with no fuel. We're up and running. I'll let her get up to temp. And then we'll go for a little spin around the block.